Okay, hi, my name is Vic, and today me and two of my co-workers, Alex and John, here to tell you about the service we provide at RCD, which is irrigation evaluation and distribution uniformity. So I'd like to first start by telling a little history about this service that we offer at RCD. So we used to offer this service and they stopped it in mid-90s. And I guess with some vision and effort on the behalf of then our director Marty Melvin and Dr. Ben Faber, they brought the service back in 2008. At that time, I started with the company as a volunteer, and then 6 months later, they hired me. As to what distribution uniformity is, and the service that we provide that we refer to as irrigation evaluation. As the name implies, it's we want to see how evenly you apply this irrigation water to that block of orchard that you irrigating. In other words, we want to see how uniformly you distribute the water, irrigation water. So we want to see that first tree, the last, and anything in between gets the same amount of water. And the way we do this is we basically measure the flow, and we do it multiple times. We show up at the interested block that you're irrigating, you want a DU for. We start from the first line, we proceed, we take samples, we take flows in the middle, and then we end at the end of the block or the terminal line. And we do these numbers in the multiple of 4s. In other words, we take 16, 20, 24, 36 measures. And the way the DU, the formula works, let's say we take the 36 as an example. We took 36 flow measures. So we take the lowest 9 quarter of those numbers, and we average that 9, the lowest 9, and we divide that number by the total take, that 36 numbers. So the average of the 9 gets divided by total of the 36, gives you a number from 0 to 1. 0 and 1, I've been doing this now for 18 years, you never see 0. I guess the minute you sign up for this service, you're going to get more than 0. And 1 is the highest number, but you may be able to get that in a lab situation. But what you get, how we incorporate those numbers, how we read those, depends on your system of delivery. Let me show you so if your system of you can hold on to this, John, for now. If you're using micro irrigation, which could be this spinning kind or the stationary kind, as of like fan jet, you expect to get a number between 0.8 and higher. Usually between 0.8 and 0.85, but the other day we did an evaluation. This particular orchard had 0.94. But if your system of delivery is a drip system, whether being a tape as in row crop, or it could be inline drip, or it could be drips as such, which I'm sure we're all familiar with, different shapes, different manufacturers that get either physically attached to the irrigation line or with the help of a spaghetti tube. In that case, for a sound system, we expect you to get numbers from 0.9 and up. And if you get those numbers, there's hardly any room left for improvement. We may be able to tweak your system or tuning it, maybe change your poly tube, your main irrigation line from 1/2 inch to 3/4, may suggest pressure compensating emitter, which at that point we would like to look at your filter system, which would be probably a good time for me to mention this and refer to it, even though at the end of this taping we're going to refer to this more detail. When we make those suggestions as far as improving your system, I have to remind you that RCD, we are not a regulatory agency. We cannot force you to do anything. We just make the suggestions. If you decide to follow up with those decisions, we do have cost sharing program that we can help you with. Either John or Alex at the end of this taping will tell you more, give you more details about that. But very quick mentioning that, all you have to do is go to our website at VCRCD, that's Ventura County Resource Conservation Services.org. And if you just go to programs, you see what we have available, how you can get in touch with us. At this point in time, the introduction is over. We know what it is. We're going to show you how we actually demonstrate how we do this service for you. Okay, at this point in time, we're going to show you how to actually do the distribution uniformity. We're going to demonstrate it for you. I want to say that there are many ways to do this. Again, depends on the way you use, what kind of hardware you use for your irrigation. The approach would be different, how we collect that water or how we catch the flow. But regardless of the size or shape or number of rows or number of manifolds or risers, when we know which approach we're going to take those flows, measure the flows, when the way is decided, we're going to repeat that over and over again. Same procedure is going to be applied enough times so we can have the number of catches we want to get. Like as example I used previously, if we're going to go for 36, so we're going to repeat the same procedure 36 times in a block of irrigation, interested area that you're irrigating. You start at the beginning, the first line, we proceed anything in the middle, and we finish at the last line, which would be the terminal line. So we basically look for, as the demonstration continues, we go and find where the source of the water is riser. We take data points including pressure, flow, and GPS. And we took the GPS just in case we have to communicate with you regarding that an issue. We can refer to the GPS point. The pressure, we measure that at the riser, at the source of the water, and we same as flow, and we continue going to the end of the line to see what happens to that pressure and flow as it continues going through the laterals, irrigating the trees as such. So next step, we're actually going to go and show you how we do it. All right, hi again. So we are at the point of riser where the source of water is for this block of irrigation. So what we're going to do now, we're going to demonstrate, and the system of delivery is the micro irrigation, as you can see. So at this point, we're planning to take GPS so we know where we are. As I said before, so we have to communicate back with you with our report, you know what location we're referring to. So we're going to take the pressure and the flow. Okay, let's start it.
Yeah.
The way we do it, we capture that water for a certain amount of time. In this case, we aim for 30 seconds. Are you ready, John?
Yep.
1, 2,
go.
And of course, the container we use gives you the unit in milliliter. It doesn't matter if you're planning to do this at your home by yourself. You can do it in any jar. They're close to 26, 28, 29, stop. So John, what is the reading?
The reading is 350 milliliters.
Thank you. So as I was saying, the unit doesn't matter if you're planning to do this at home yourself. And as long as you can capture the water, because the formula, the way it works, the units get canceled out. So we're just comparing number to number. All right, now that we have the GPS and the flow, I'm going to turn to Alex to give us the pressure at this point.
That'll be 20 psi.
20 psi. Thank you. That number help us to know, even though our equipment are as accurate as it could be, but we can also test, see if your pressure regulator works. I happen to know that the regulator we use at this riser happens to be a 20 psi, so everything is working condition. So next we're going to do the same procedure. We did find out that what is the flow and the pressure at this point at the riser where the water source is. We're going to do the same procedure at both ends of the laterals because we want to know what happens to this. Are we going to lose some, gain some? So we do the same procedures at both ends of the laterals. It's going to be same procedures, and we're going to do this like as our example 36 times throughout the orchard, and then it would give us a DU that you need to find out how uniformly you distribute the irrigation water in the block of irrigation we irrigate. So hi, back again, trying to demonstrate another way of collecting or measuring the flow. In this case happens to be the drip line that is attached directly to the supply line, the poly tube. So we catch these, it takes a little longer. Previous one, if you recall, the duration of the catch was only 30 seconds. Usually these method of catching it takes longer. Some of the row crop, the tape, may take up to 5 minutes. In this case, it should take less than that, but for sure more longer than 30 seconds. So the way we do this, again, I have Alex to help me. I give him the go, and we start putting those containers under the where the water comes out, the emitters, and we collect it for a certain amount of time, and we take them off as we proceed. So Alex, are you ready?
Yes.
So on a count of 1, 2, 3, go ahead. We give it 5 seconds, and we put the second one under, and go ahead, Alex, and the third one. So now we proceed with time. We extend the time as long as it adds to a certain amount that we can measure it. So we are at 25 seconds, 30. We probably let it go to 1 minute. And when we take the containers off the line, we do it in the same rhythm that we placed them in. The first one comes out first. John, are you ready? Are you ready, Alex?
Yep.
Take it out. First one out. Second one out. And the third one is out. So we're going to proceed the same as the other. We're going to capture, see how much of the water we caught in the vial. What do I have?
That'll be 135.
135. Thank you. Give me the second one. And what do we have?
That is 130.
130. And the third would be
That is also 130.
1/3. Thank you. As you can see, this system of delivery is more accurate than the previous one. When we were talking about the numbers you get in DU, this is the one I was referring to that you should get in a sound system 0.9 and above. And then if there is no such, we can make suggestions how to correct the system. So basically that would be it, and we just do this over and over again, like I said, so we can achieve the number of catches we had in mind, and then finding all these numbers, going to the software program, and it gives you a DU that you need, distribution unit quality. Thank you for watching this program, this tape, and we will provide more information how you can get in touch with us at the end of this tape. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is John Zepwa, and I did want to mention that the irrigation evaluations are free and they are currently being funded by CDFA's program, the Water Efficiency Technical Assistance Grant. And to contact us about scheduling, you can contact our office at 805-764-5130, or you can contact me directly at 805-764-5130. Thank you.